39 resources, under level 20, only 8 bases, no extreme environments. That's the goal we're going to accomplish today. Welcome everybody, I am Joe Usual. Welcome back to Starfield. This is my usual me, and over the last few days I have curated a huge amount of resources that you can find when you're just starting out. Now today we're just going to be using level 1 ship scans, map topography, and existing planetary location markers to place your first 8 bases. And the reason for that is because in my last video some people were saying I can't find it because my scanner isn't high enough level. That's fine, that's easily fixed. I'm going to show you that right now. Matter of fact, you could probably do this by level 7. I wouldn't suggest it because one of the planets we're going to is level 35 and there's a nasty creature on there that you will probably die to. But let me go ahead and show you what skills you need. It's not complicated. I started a brand new character for this because I wanted to show you how easy it can be. We're going to need like 4 levels in science in the first tier. I suggest going 4 levels in surveying, just max it out. And then you're going to need 1 level in zoology and 1 in botany. You can't get this many resources without farming and without the habitats for the animals. So not many of them, but you're going to need a few. Okay guys, so right off the bat, also you're going to want to beef up your ship a little bit. I Frankenstein this Frontier. Make sure you have a little bit more carry weight, and you know, as you get the chance, don't forget to upgrade your engines, upgrade your grav drive, things like that, and your guns, because you might come across some pirates. You know, just go ahead and make sure you have enough carry weight to carry all the resources. We are talking about 39 resources here, but that's all you need, really. So we're going to go ahead and start off right now, guys, and most of these planets are going to be level 1 through 10. There is 1 level 15 planet and there's 1 level 35 planet. But first off, we're going to go ahead and start off at the Nerion system. And yes, I know, the one that everyone loves to hate, we're going to Androphon. And this is actually the first base that I'm going to ditch in my intermediate level because I won't need it. But we do need it to start with, so this is where we're going, because we need it for the beryllium. There's not many planets with beryllium that have other things on it to start, so that's a low-level planet. So we're going to go ahead and start here at Androphon in the Nerion system. And what you're looking for, guys, anytime you want a lot of resources, you're looking for multiple resources, you're going to want to look between 2 biomes. Okay, so that's the tip, that's the trick. So what you want to do is, I don't know if you can see, where's my base? You can see how it's dark right here and it's light right here. It's light on the left and dark on the right. You're looking for something like that when you're looking at the topography. Now, if we look at the resources, we've got iron over here, we've got aluminum here, I've got helium here. So I kind of went in the middle and was just walking the line between one and the other. And we have here is we have mountains over here, we have craters over here. Okay, so I walked the line between the mountains and the craters, and where you're going to find this is just southeast of the civilian outpost. Okay, southeast of the civilian outpost is where you're going to see the little squiggly line right there of iron, and with the little hole, and it looked like another little eyeball there and a smiley face. That's where you're going to find this location right here. And what you're looking for, let me show you visually, is you're looking between, see how this is red right here and that's gray right there? That's in between 2 biomes. And that's what you're looking for at any time you're trying to get multiple resources in a location. Now this is no longer an iron or aluminum base. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'm still harvesting. I'm just not none of the pads are hooked to that. They're all hooked to helium. Now helium wise, I have a little helium bubble right here, so it's really small, but I still have 8 helium extractors right here that are pulling helium, and I've got them hooked up to all of these 3 pads. When you first start off, you're only allowed 3 pads. Once you get advanced, you're going to have 6, but you're only allowed 8 bases and 3 pads per base when you first start. Now, so this is all basic stuff, super basic stuff. I've got basic extractors, and I've got, you know, just like 4 or 5, you know, between 2 to 5 boxes, small boxes, and they're linked to, and somebody's going to ask me, they're like, why don't you have a transfer container? Because you are your own transfer container. Let me show you. So, whenever you spawn in to a base, you're always going to spawn next to your base location marker. Okay, always. You're not going to spawn in your ship. If you spawn in your ship, it'd be different. But the transfer container doesn't do you any good except to transfer things from your base to your ship. All right, what you got to get back in your ship. Well, you don't have to get back in your ship, but it's a big pain in the butt because they bottleneck. The resources never come in equally. So what I do is this: put these boxes, they each have their own resource, and then when I jump in, I put them next to the marker. So when I come in, whatever I need, I just go here, and then I pull out what I want. Let's say I need, I don't know, 50 aluminum or whatever. Confirm. That goes in my inventory. Okay. Then I go over here, and I go down to ship, and then I go down to cargo hold, and now this is my cargo hold for my ship. So long as you're within 250 meters of your ship, or if you're like in a city or whatever, if you're at a vendor, it doesn't matter where on the planet you are. But if you're not at a vendor, if you're within 250 meters of your ship, you can just get into your ship's inventory this way. So I just tab over. Well, it's actually Q. I don't know what it is on console, but I'm on PC, so I'm gonna hit Q, and I go to resources, click on that, and then I just go here and just hit E, and it goes into my ship. So I am my own transfer container. So I don't have a transfer container out here. Now I might if I need it, but I don't need it, so I don't bother. Anyway, guys, so we're right here. So we have aluminum, iron, beryllium, and helium, and you need beryllium to build a lot of things. Now there's gonna be a lot of overlap with these resources, but at the end I'll give you the entire list of resources that I had, and it's 39 different resources. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's go to the next location. Now the next location is going to be in the Bessel system, and I know that I'm not the first person to say this, but Bessel 3B is one of the best locations ever, and the reason for that is because Bessel 3B is almost as good as Venus when it comes to time travel or to passing time. All right, so right here we're looking. This is the iron, aluminum, cobalt, nickel hub base. What you're going to do is you're going to want to find this iron patch that looks like Australia. And then with these nickel patches right here, and there's a little baby nickel patch right above it, and then you're going to see 3 dots right here, okay? There's 3 dots right there. Now, just southeast of those 3 dots and just north of this nickel patch and just northwest of the corner of this iron patch, you're going to go ahead and you're going to try to locate mountains, rocky desert, and hills, okay? Get the location that is right in between those 3 biomes. That's what you're looking for, and then that's where you're going to go ahead and land. Now, scum save this so you don't have a bunch of markers, and then you have to go back and reload, and go back and reload until you get it right, because this is a very finicky one. This is the most finicky base you're ever going to find, and it's going to frustrate the hell out of you, but when you get it right, it is so sweet. It is so sweet. And if you can't get this, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just find yourself a nickel and cobalt hub and call it good. And then create magnets. But I'll show you the leveling trick here in a minute. All right, so we're going to land right here. And I'm going to show you what to look for when you find this base. You'll know what you're looking at.
Getting deja vu.
Oh, the weather's nice. That's so great. Last time I was here, it was raining. It took me forever to get this kind of weather. Okay, this is good. So what you're looking for, guys, is you want the hills, the mountains, and the desert to come together. And you're going to be looking for black crystals. There's big, fat black crystals here. And when you find black crystals, you know you're in the right spot, even if you don't see this mountain right here, okay? But if I'm telling you, if you break out your marker and you're using your marker, I can't break out a marker. I have all 8 markers now, so it won't give me one. But when you break out your marker, you're going to use it to scan around and find your materials. And what you're gonna find is if you see platinum, you're in the wrong spot. I'm telling you, you're in the wrong spot. See how the black turns to brown? That's where the desert's beginning, and then the hills are over there. The mountain is right there. So anyway, that black mountain's what you're looking for. You're probably going to end up when you land. You're probably going to end up over here in the desert somewhere, and then you're going to be looking for that black mountain right there. Now, this is going to be controversial, because some people are going to argue with me, and I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Right over here is a civilian outpost. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, all those things are random. This is more than I've done this many times, and more than once, this civilian outpost has shown up, and there's a trader here. Now, it might be random, but if it is, it's one of very few random locations that can spawn here. So this is a civilian outpost. homesteader outpost that has a trader there. It has like, they only have like 2,500 credits, but hey, 2,500 credits. You need a couple extra bucks in your pocket right quick. You can go ahead and go over here. But this civilian outpost is one of the things you'll be wanting to look for. If you find it along with this black mountain and the black crystals, you know you're in the right spot. Now there is a sweet spot, and you're not going to get a lot of space for each one of these resources, but you're going to get a little bit of each, and that's all you need because of the way that this planet works. What happens is when you sleep an hour, it's 57 hours and 48 minutes or something like that. So let me go ahead and show you right quick. Let's go here. Okay, so we have aluminum, cobalt, iron, and nickel. Aluminum's going to be on, let me go here. Aluminum's going to be on the south side over here. There's my aluminum patch. Like I said, I don't have much. I only got enough for like 2, and that's okay, or 3. That's enough. Once you upgrade, there's going to be more than enough. More than enough. Cobalt and nickel are always on the hill. Here's my cobalt right here. Okay, so I only have enough for 2 of those. Nickel is right here. I have plenty of nickel right here, but I only put 2 up because I want equal production of nickel and cobalt. And then we have our iron, which is right here. I have a baby iron patch. If you don't have your marker set right, then you're gonna miss out. But you know what? It's okay. You can always pick up your marker, not pick it up, but actually delete it and move it. Find out where the resources are that you need more of and move it over one way or the other, okay? You got to completely delete it and then put it down, and then move it and put it down again. The sweet spot, the really good sweet spot is right on top of this rock. They won't let you put it in this rock, so I put it over here. Actually, I put it right here, and then I moved it. And the reason I moved it is because when I put down my landing pad, and I put down these boxes, whenever you spawn in, like I said, you spawn in right next to the marker. So that way I have my boxes right here, so I can just pluck out what I want, put it in my ship through my inventory, and off I go. Now I do have this transfer container, but I don't use it. I never use it. Never. Not even hooked up. Now when I start transferring materials to another base, I might use it. But right now, this early on, I'm just grabbing materials and going. So anyway, I'm going to show you right quick. So as far as power leveling goes, this is the base to do it in, because all you got to do is you have to have enough storage to collect enough materials. But once you do, all you got to do is either adaptive frames or isocentric magnets. You guys know this trick. If you don't, here you go. And you just got to center your cursor right on top of this bar here and this line here, and then get all the way up to 98 or 99, and then hit left click and hit E at the same time. Hit E.
That barely took any
left
time
click,
to make it all.
left click, E.
Why?
And then so you can just do it like this. Do it fast. You get the rhythm down, or you can use a macro. Dude, if you have a macro, you can level to, if you have enough storage and a macro, or you want to do it with your fingers till your fingers get tired, you can get to level 100 in less than an hour if you have the storage. And then, oh, that's empty? Okay, it emptied out. Let me go ahead and sleep for, I don't know, 2 hours. Let me sleep for 2 hours and see where I'm at. I only have the storage for like 1,000. I don't even need 2 hours. I only needed an hour. Now I'm above it again. There we go. And here we go. Whoops, hang on, wrong button. Oh, there's another level. Oh my goodness. You get the idea. And then I just go over here, because I don't need it. Go to my inventory. I have 3,000 adaptive frames now. So you get the idea. All right. Next base. All right. Also, by the way, that vessel system is level 10. And from there, we're going to the Andromus system. And okay, so far, we have the helium beryllium base. We have the adaptive frame magnet base. Now we're going to the zero wire base. So an Andromus right here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Andromus 5B. And what we're going to do here is just southeast of this science outpost. We're going to be looking in between this location and this location right here where this ice starts. We're going between the mountains and the frozen, or this is hills, but it's actually between the mountains and the frozen mountains. You can walk this area somewhere in here, and this is where you're going to find your copper, your silver, and your fluorine. There's actually some other material here, but we're going to ignore that because I'm getting that somewhere else. So actually, it's not an unexplored route. What are you talking about? There it is. So this is my zero wire base. Also catching fluorine with this. You're going to need that for your greenhouses, but we're going to get fluorine at a different location as well, so we don't really need that. I just hooked that up because we had it. It was before I hooked up my other base. So anyway, right here, guys, like we have water, fluorine, copper, silver. So as far as fluorine goes, so we've got quite a bit of fluorine here. Don't really care about that too much though. Got my copper over here. Just a little bit of copper on the edge. I could probably have moved my marker a little bit, but if I did, I wouldn't have caught this silver. So I have this silver right here as well. So those are the three resources so you can do water if you need water, but I don't need water, so who cares? So anyway, that is my zero wire base. That's super simple, super easy. Like I said, between the mountains and the frozen mountains is where you want to look at. All right, from Andromus, we're going to go ahead and go to Procyon A. Procyon A is actually what I call my baker's dozen base. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Procyon A, and we're going to go Procyon 3. This is a level 10 system, and the animals here aren't too bad, okay? But there's plenty here. And now, the last time I made a video on this, and it was 13 resources. That's why it's called a baker's dozen. 13 resources in one base. And now somebody was saying, I don't have the scanning ability to be able to find your base. How do I find it? Well, this is how you find it. And actually, it doesn't matter. I found out it doesn't really matter where you put this base, I don't think, so long as it's in the wetlands. So if you do the first, okay, the very first artifact you get is the Etta artifact. And the very first temple they send you to in your quest line is to Temple Etta. Okay, you go there. Now, once that shows up, between that and the mining outpost, just go directly in the middle between the two. And it doesn't really matter. I'm smack dab in the middle of this copper patch. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Baker's Dozen right here. This is one of my more advanced bases. This one and the next base are going to be the two that you're going to get the most resources from.
I have something for you.
Oh, you do? And also bring Barrett along or bring Andreja along. Barrett gives you food every time you jump.
Me. Yeah, I do. How did you know?
Latkes. Woo, latkes. Yum, yum. So anyway, and then Andreja gives you money every time you jump. So from place to place. So always bring one of the two of them because they always give the best. Always give the best stuff, either money or food. So anyway, so this location right here, guys, is huge. So it's going to take a minute. But to make a short story really long, we have fluorine, tetrafluorides, ionic liquids. That is your coolant right there, and copper and water. Okay. We also have fiber on this planet too. So let's go V. So right here, fluorine. We got big fluorine. Tetrafluorides, big tetrafluorides. Ionic liquids out the wazoo, guys. I mean, sorry. Tetrafluorides and ionic liquids, big ionic liquids. So as far as coolant goes, you can mass produce coolant. That's another leveling technique you can do. You just jump over to your other base, sleep for a minute, just craft all of that other stuff. Come over here, craft all of these, all the coolant you need. Sell and profit. You want to make money? That's how you can make money super early game. Easy. So just load up your ship. Okay, I don't know. Oh, the copper. Where's the copper? Copper's over here. A little baby copper patch, a little circle, but I built on top of it because I don't care about the copper because we already have copper. Water is everywhere, obviously, so that's all of your minables. Okay, now we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to the greenhouse. You guys have already seen this if you've already seen my other video, but I'm doing this for the sake of being thorough. And so we have antimicrobial, fiber, nutrient, ornamental, and sealant. Okay? Now, this is where we start seeing some serious overlap with the animal side of things. So, but we do have some unique stuff here as well. I think we have 3 more unique items over here. Matter of fact, these little guys here, I think I was creating something. I forget what I was creating with these guys. whatever it is, it's right here. I was making structural from these guys. So we have metabolic agent, let's see, antimicrobial, metabolic agent, sealant, sedative, and structural. So there's a little overlap here, but we do have 3 unique items that we hadn't seen before. So that's 13 more items added to the list. I will name off all of these items when we get done. Like I said, 39 items between 8 bases. This is one of the big ones. This is over half. This is half of the resources just in that one base. All right, from here, and this is level 10. From here, guys, we're actually going to go to Alpha Tyrna. Alpha Tyrna is the dangerous one. Oh, here it is, down here. So it's way south. You may have to jump to Volley before you can get to it, but it's okay. Alpha Tyrna, this is a level 35 system, and we're going to Tyrna 8C. Okay. Now to find this, this is a weird one. To find this, there's a civilian outpost here that'll always show up, and then this is a deserted relay station. If you're low level, you're gonna see this. If you're high level, you might see a relay tower, okay, or some sort of tower. When I scouted this, I saw a tower. I didn't see this relay station. So let's go ahead and let's just zoom in right quick, so you have an idea. Okay, so you see the. Hang on, no, don't land. Don't land. So you see this civilian outpost. Follow the coastline up till it curves to the left, and there's a little water dot right there. And then it should be a relay station to the northeast of that. Now, if we go here, we show the resources. It's going to be right in between the iron and the lead. Okay, whatever that location is, land there. And I'm going to land there. But be aware, I want you to bring your med packs. I want you to bring your ammo. I want you to be ready for it. You're going to want a follower to begin with, but in a minute after you place down your stuff, you do not want a follower. And I'll explain why in a second. All right, so I'm going to go down to the relay station, and then I'm going to show you how to get to where I built my base. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you go to the relay station, just go straight back to your ship, and then wherever your ship is, you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to. Because you don't want to go to the relay station right away because there are spacers there, or there's going to be ecliptics or whatever. But you've got to watch out for these swarming crabs is the one you're looking for. Barrett's in my way. So swarming crabs, they shoot electricity. They're resistant to ballistics and to explosions, so you got to be careful. Now there's a cave right there. And there's a deserted relay station right there. My base is in between them. Okay, so you're going to go in between the cave and the relay station. If you don't see the cave, don't worry about it. Just go to the right-hand side of the relay station. Watch out for these swarming crabs because they will get you. If you hear them scream, it's too late. Okay? So avoid them at all costs, man. There's so many of them. Look at that. There's like 10 or 12 here, 10 or 12 over there. I'm going to try to make a dash for it and see if we can get between them. All right, so this is what you're going to have to do. Like I said, make sure you have plenty of med packs, plenty of ammo, but really your best bet is to avoid them. All right, once you get close to the relay station, you're going to want to go ahead and put down a hab immediately and just get inside the hab to build your base. That way it protects you against the electrical attack. Oh, it's too late. They're on me. They're on me. I'll let Barrett take care of them. All right, so there's some big beetles around here. Those are the ones you're going to actually be growing or raising for your lubricant. They are actually there's one of them right there. They're a natural defender against these guys. If you see these swarming crabs, head for those big beetles, okay? Because they'll act as a buffer, a little bit of a buffer. All right, so once you get to that relay station, you're going to go ahead and you can actually put your marker down right out past this. This is not mine. This is actually a static thing. There's either going to be boxes here or there's going to be this here. And you can put your marker down as far out as you can reach. You're going to see lead, tungsten, diprosium, and titanium. Those are the 4. Okay, so those are the 4 big ones that you're going to find. And then you're going to actually grow those big beetles. I don't know why they're not around. Is this broken? I got to repair this. Looks like I was attacked. So you're going to grow these big beetles for lubricant. Okay. But you're going to need your... actually, no, you don't need anything in here. There's also water on this planet, and there's fiber on this planet. So I got to repair this. So I've got enough building here that that I'm getting attacked by raiders. So you're gonna every now and again you're gonna have to come back and repair this stuff. So be aware that that's a thing. Oh hey, what's up, Barrett? How you doing, bud? Just spawned right on top of me. So when I first got here, what I had to do is I put down this hab because and I have does this need to be repaired too? Nope, this is good. That's good. Looks like that's good. I've got turrets. I've got the whole thing. Those swarm crabs, those swarming crabs will come and get you. They will. They will come and attack you. So what I had to do is I had to come in here just to protect myself because I was so low level. And you can actually build from this hab. Okay? You can actually build from the hab. So let's see what we got size-wise as far as stuff goes. Diprosium. You got big diprosium, which is going to be your intermediate material. You're going to want that later on. Lead. You need lead to make all your habs. So where's the lead? There's my lead. Little lead, but I don't care because I don't need a lot of lead. Titanium. Big titanium over here. Big titanium over here, guys. And then that's for your warehouses. So there's a lot of people. There's some people that were having a problem finding titanium. This is where it's at. And then tungsten. Tungsten, you need tungsten for everything. Big tungsten, guys. Big tungsten. So if you come here, you're going to be a happy, happy camper. Of course, we got water. We need water for our lubricant beetles, and then we also have fiber. Once you scan the plant. I forget the name of the plant, but that's okay. That's half the fun, you guys figuring it out. So right here, I got to repair this now. Oh man, I got attacked. So we got fiber and sealant. Nothing major here, but you need that fiber for those bugs. And so we've got antimicrobial, lubricant, metabolic agent, and pigment here. So yeah, that's what you have here at this location. Super. This is probably the most dangerous location. Even if you're leveled, these guys when you farm them, they're a little bit of a buffer between you and the swarming crabs. But always put down turrets and build from a hab. That's my advice for you. All right, next base. All right, after that low-key stress from level 35, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it down a notch. And we're going to go to the Cheyenne system, which is only a level 1 system. And we're actually going to head over to Montera Luna. Montera Luna, and I really love this because I looked for this and it took me a minute. But believe it or not, you're going to want to go directly to the North Pole. You're going to show what I'm talking about. Because I wanted to add Argon to the list. But I also I noticed there were some other things in my advanced scouting. So what we're going to find here on this Montana Luna, I just put myself smack in the middle of this blue patch, guys, right at the North Pole. There really is no rhyme or reason for it. There's no in-between biomes with this one. It's just smack dab in the middle of that blue. And walk around if you don't find what you're looking for. Scum save, by the way, so you don't have a bunch of landing sites. Until you find the location you're looking for, and this is kind of what you're looking for. And I'm just gonna go up because there's really nothing here that's gonna hurt you. But so this is actually where we're gonna find our membrane. What you're actually go down and you're gonna scan the dodos down below in the savanna biome. But I found argon, benzene, carboxylic acid, and water. Okay. Now I do have to fly fiber in for these dodos. That's coming from my Baker's Dozen base. So, and you have to fly in helium as well. So be aware. If you don't know how to set that up, tell me in the comment section if you want me to put a base setup video out. I will. But there's plenty of them out there. But if you want me to make one, tell me in the comments if there's enough. If there's enough demand for it, I'll make a base building video. So anyway, argon right here. Okay, so not big argon, but we don't need a lot of argon. You know, one little patch of argon. Benzene, big benzene, but only have a corner of it. So that's not bad. It's all. We don't need a lot of benzene either. Really, benzene and membrane are the two things you need for your air extractors when it comes to water and when it comes to helium vapor extractors. You need those. So so our last base, you're going to see my helium hub base that my second helium base that I put together, which is going to be, I love it. I think it's cool. Anyway, so I got argon, benzene, and then the carboxylic acid is huge. And this is for medical. So I'll be making a medical resource video, and then also a cooking resource video, so that you can find all your cooking resources that you need if you want to level through cooking, or all your medical leveling resources. I'm going to do a video on that as well. So anyway, so that's that. You got water everywhere. Obviously, you can pump water out from anywhere if there's water in the area. And so, but right here, these dodos, these are your membranes. I love how they change color when you change biome too. They turn white when I came up here. They weren't white before, they were brown. Anyway, so and then we also have pigment and spice. This spice is the first time we see spice. So I'm not going to change this up because I don't want to break the link. If you change it, you break the water link. I don't want to mess with it. So, but there is spice monster that you can get. So now you know we have pigment, we have a membrane and spice. I can get pigment in a different spot, one of my previous places. But anyway, so membranes are super important for the last base that we're going to be doing. So I'm doing these in order that I would put them up, by the way, so that you can kind of build on your resources, because you want to be able to make things to make, you want to build things to make things, pretty much. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. Let's go ahead and go to the next to last one, and that's going to be an Alpha Centauri. So that's another level 1 system. And I really didn't want to do this one because the membrane and the adhesive can actually be found in a higher level system, but you can't jump there at this level with your ship being like it is. You just don't have the drive capability to do so. So we're going to Gagarin, guys. We're going to the Gagarin, and my outpost is right here. And let's see if we can figure out where exactly it is. It is kind of northeast of the Gagarin landing, the main Gagarin landing, or southeast. If you've done Barrett's quest line, it's southeast of Hephaestus Mining. If you haven't done his quest line, you're probably not going to know where that's at. But you can drop into Gagarin at any time. It's actually a town. I didn't even know that. I did Barrett's quest line today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually, it's an actual town with actual vendors and actual money that you get from selling things. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just some mining post. I didn't realize it was an actual town. Anyway, so let me go and show you on the resources. So what it is, and this is kind of weird. This looks kind of like a warped America. If this was Florida, right down here, if this was Florida, this would be like a really, really warped out Cuba. If you were kind of look at it that way, between the two of them, you have this big green patch right here, which is just water, and then you have what it's showing is chlorine right here. But in the middle of this are chlorosilinates. Okay, I did an advanced scouting, and right in the middle of this patch right here is chlorosilinates, and that's where I wanted to put my outpost, because I wanted both chlorine and chlorosilinates added to the list. But that's not the main reason why I wanted to come here to Gagarin, because I wanted adhesive. And that's the Sweetwater cactus, and you're going to find that down in the desert is where you're going to scan that. And there's another, I think the swamp, the desert and the swamp have it. But this is the wetlands we're in right now. Watch out, because there are a couple of these guys want to like attack you. And they're low level. It's not a big deal. They're kind of annoying. They're more like mosquitoes than anything else, or gnats, but they can get annoying. There's a land creature here that looks like a giant lizard. And then there's sea bats, which are a pain in the butt, but they're low level, easy to kill. I just don't want to deal with them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we have water, we have chlorine, chlorosilinates. So water is obvious. Chlorine, I think we have big chlorine. Yeah, we got two patches of chlorine here. So that was, there's another patch over here. So 3 patches of chlorine, which is nice. And then chlorosylanates, big chlorosylonate. Big chlorosylonate here. All right, so that's cool. By the way, that's just a random thing that popped in. That's not me. So there's some random things that popped in. And then, so as far as the harvesting goes, as far as the farming goes, I don't even have that hooked up, although, right, these little guys right here, these are toxin. This is the first time we see toxin in our bases. So you actually can get toxin from this. I just don't have it hooked up because I don't need toxin. If you make an amp, you're gonna want toxin. So I think amp takes toxin, pretty sure. It's one of the 3 ingredients. And then right here we also have adhesive, fiber, and sealant. So I can actually hook up the fiber to feed these other guys over here. Don't have to import it, and then so I can get my toxin if I wanted, and water, of course, if I wanted to feed them water. So, but the adhesive is what I'm here for. But toxin is a nice little bonus to add to the list. All right, guys, that's it for this base. Not really too much going on here, but super important stuff nonetheless to add to the list, so we can go ahead and make sure we can make everything that's in our crafting list. And also, so we can make all of our crafting tables, and also so we can make everything in the universal fabricator that's going to be on the shipper that you can build at your bases. All right, so this is going to be the last base, the 8th base, is going to be at Lutean Star, and that is going to be a level 5, I think. It's right over here, west of Sol. It's a level 5 system. It is a single rock by itself. There are no animals on this, and this is an amazing rock. I can't believe I hadn't figured out this rock before. It's got a bunch of stuff on here, man. Tantalum, lithium, argon, alkanes, iron, chlorine, helium, and water. And the cool thing about this planet is it has a helium atmosphere. Now, doing the helium pods is all well and good, but when you can actually fill an entire outpost filled with helium extractors, that it's amazing. And you'll see what I'm talking about right here. By the way, to find this, I actually, it really was not a big deal. These are the hills and the mountains. I think I went between the hills and the mountains. I mean, it's just the hills. But I went just in the middle of this big old iron patch, and I think that I saw that there was alkanes in here. But there's alkanes all through this planet, man. So right around here, I don't know if that makes sense right here. This big long with the finger, and then this big long by itself, and then you can kind of tell what's what. I think but you know what? You could probably find this almost anywhere. But this is where I'm at. So I don't really have another way of showing you. I could do topographical, so you can kind of have an idea. So you got the little white. There's a little small white patch here, and I'm in the middle of this little white patch right here. So that's where we're going to go, is Lutean's Outpost right there. Land right there. But I'm sure I landed at a couple different spots, and I'm sure you can find something like this. Helium's going to be everywhere.
Think about how tenacious life must be to cling to planets like this.
So you're
Even
gonna
humans would
but
struggle.
we got alkynes, iron, and tantalum. Okay, I wanted tantalum and alkanes. Iron's a bonus, but I don't really care about it because I got iron everywhere. And helium is everywhere on this planet because it's a helium atmosphere, like I said. So let's go here. Boop. We got big tantalum, like big tantalum. It's everywhere. Alkanes. We got big alkanes. Well, maybe, yeah, we got big alkanes. Big alkanes. 2 big alkane patches. So, and then as far as helium goes, what I did was this. So I had these, I got these, now that we have benzene and membrane, right, from the other base, I put 13 different extractors along the edge here, and that's just along the edge. Now you see the circle. Now you would think that you have to go outside the circles, right? No, it's actually, it's half the circle for some reason for this extractor. So I was able to get 13 of these around the perimeter, which I linked into. I linked 4 of each into a box, into a gas storage box, and hooked those boxes to that box, and then hooked that box to this stack of boxes, which eventually, whenever I want to, I can go ahead and I can export helium. So this is another helium hub, basically. Now, if I want to export alkanes, or I want to export tantalum, I can, or I can just come pick it up, because I've got boxes for each. I got boxes for everything. And like I said, whenever I put this, my boxes are not far away. Okay, so I've got my helium here, I got my tantalum here, I've got my alkanes here. All right, so anyway, guys, the 39 resources in 8 bases. As far as minables go, we got helium, iron, aluminum, beryllium, cobalt, nickel, silver, copper, fluorine, ionic liquids, tetrafluorides, lead, tungsten, titanium, water, argon, benzene, carboxylic acids, chlorine, chlorsilinates, alkanes, and tantalum. And then as far as the farm and the zoological habitation goes, we have antimicrobial, fiber, nutrient, ornamental, sealant, metabolic agent, sedative, structural, fiber, lubricant, pigment, amino acids, cosmetics, membrane, spice, adhesive, and toxin. Okay, guys, well, that's 39 resources within 8 bases. That's a lot in one video. I know it was long, but hopefully it was worth it. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. And if I've earned your subscription, don't forget to hit that bell icon for notifications. As I always say, I am my usual me, you be your usual you, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.